This is my honey oat loaf, and it's perfect for sandwiches, toast, and many other things. Plus, the ingredient list is way shorter than bread you would buy at the store. If you want to make this honey oat bread yourself, I'll leave the full recipe in the description below for you. The recipe starts with 800 grams of bread flour and 500 grams of whole wheat flour. Then boil 4 cups of water and add it to 2 cups of oats. Add the yeast, salt, and the butter. Once the oatmeal has cooled to around 100 degrees, add the honey and the oatmeal to the flour mixture. This was the first time I attempted to make an oatmeal bread, and what I didn't realize was that oatmeal retains a lot of water. I unfortunately made the mistake of adding extra water to my dough shortly after I began kneading because it looked really dry, but this made the dough very sticky, even after 10 minutes of kneading. Despite this, the honey oat bread still turned out great in the end with a beautiful looking crumb. And that's really the beauty of bread making. You can make little mistakes along the way, but your bread will usually turn out just fine in the end. I let the dough rise for about an hour, and it puffed up beautifully. Now on to the shaping. I always try to have around 700 grams of dough for each loaf pan when I make bread. For me, this seems to be the perfect amount. A loaf is very easy to shape. All I do is flatten my dough into a rough rectangle, then letter fold it and pinch the edges. I place it seam side down in the loaf pan and press it to fill the corners of the pan. When I make a loaf like this honey oat bread, I always make enough dough to fill 4 loaf pans. My family loves to try warm, fresh bread with a bit of butter, so one of the loaves disappears pretty quickly. Here, you can see that I definitely overproofed these loaves after shaping. I gave them an hour, but I think 45 minutes would have been just fine. I also made the mistake of slicing the top of each loaf. I did this hoping to give the finished loaves a cool aesthetic, but after they cooled, the top sort of sunk in, as you'll see later. And here are the finished loaves. They look so good, and they have the perfect golden brown crust. These honey oat loaves certainly aren't the prettiest loaves I've ever baked, but boy, did they ever taste good. Despite the mistakes I made along the way, I still achieved the crumb I was after, and I'm really glad I made this oatmeal honey bread. Thank you for watching.